Hey guys, Ashton here from the Wildflowers Creative Team, and today I'm going to show you how to paint this pirate skull design. For the base of this design, we'll be using the color Thunder, which is the Wildflowers gray gel polish, and also happens to be the color that I'm wearing right now. Apply 2 coats to the nail and cure between each layer. For the next step, we'll be using the Wildflowers magenta brush and the black artist gel paint. We'll start by painting a half circle in the top right corner of the nail. This is going to be our compass, but for now we're just painting an outline so we know where to put our colors later. Next, we'll paint the outline for the skull. I find it easiest to start with the cheekbones and upper jawline as it helps to keep the skull proportionate. Next, we'll paint the lower jawline while being sure to leave a little of the cheekbone poking out. Once complete, cure for 30 seconds. Now we'll be using the silver brush and the white and pastel yellow artist gel paints. Fill in the half circle with the pastel yellow gel paint for the base of our compass. The silver brush is great for spreading gel paint over a larger surface area as it applies the color very evenly. Cure for 30 seconds and then fill in the outline of the skull using the white artist gel paint. If you happen to color outside of the lines a little bit, that's okay, as we'll be adding an outline later. Once you've applied the color evenly, cure the nail for 30 seconds, and then we'll be using the magenta brush again and the black gel paint. Now we'll repaint the upper jawline. If the white gel paint wasn't applied too thickly, you should still be able to see where this line goes. Next, we're just going to mark where the nose placement is, which should come in straight from the cheekbone. This will give us a better idea as to where to place the eye patch on our pirate skull. Continue using the Wildflowers magenta brush to paint the outline for the eye patch. Cure after this step for 30 seconds, and then we will switch to the Wildflowers black brush while continuing to use the black gel paint. Now we're just going to fill in the eye patch with the black gel paint and also thicken up the nose, which once done should look like an upside down heart. Now, depending on where your skull placement is on the nail, you may need to add a touch of black paint for the other eye socket. Next, we just want to thicken up the area where the jawline connects to the cheekbone. Cure for 30 seconds, and then we'll be using the magenta brush again to give our skull some teeth. To do this, we're just going to paint a thin but slightly squiggly line above and below the jawline that we have painted. Next, we'll go in vertically to give the teeth some separation. It's okay if these lines some are thin, some are thicker, because it's going to add a more aged look to the teeth. Now, continuing to use the magenta brush, we're just going to go in and add a few small details to give our skull some definition. So we'll add some lines around the cheek area, add a line to create like a brow bone, and so on. You can also add like random cracks to the skull to make it look even older. And these can be thicker lines, thinner lines, whatever you want to do. Once complete, cure the nail for 30 seconds, and then we'll be using the black brush and the color Thunder, which we used for the base of this nail, to create our shadows. And remember, when adding shadows, you always need to have an idea of where your light source is coming from so that it makes the design make sense. I usually choose to put my light source in the top right-hand corner, which means that I'm painting my shadows on the bottom left side of all of my major details. We'll also be using the gray gel polish to add some shadows to the inside of our compass, and then we'll cure the nail for 30 seconds. When painting shadows with gel polish, the more pressure you use, the lighter they will be, and less pressure will make them darker. Now we're going to switch back over to the black gel paint while continuing to use the black brush. We're going to add a fairly thin outline around our skull and a thicker outline to the compass. This will make the design stand out more from the background, as well as cover up any areas if you may have colored outside of the lines. I absolutely love using the black brush because a little bit of pressure will give you thinner, finer details, and a lot of pressure will give you thicker details. It's very versatile. Cure after this step, and then we'll be using the magenta brush to paint the pointer and center details of our compass. And then we'll use the black brush to paint the directions and outer details. If you guys are enjoying this video, please like and subscribe. We have new content for you every Friday, so also be sure to turn on the notification bell. Once you've completed filling in the inside details of our compass, cure for 30 seconds, and then we'll be using the white gel paint to fill in the pointer. Cure again, and then we'll be using the black gel paint to outline the entire nail. If you want to give this nail an even more aged and rustic look, you can use the Wildflowers lime brush and blend the black border into the center of the nail. However, for this particular video, I decided to just keep the outside line solid. After this step, cure again for 30 seconds, and then we'll be using the red artist gel paint and the black brush to paint the tip of our compass pointer and to create our treasure map. The treasure map's just going to go around the skull and fill up the empty spaces in the background. To do this, we're just painting an X and a few dashes. Then we'll just add a little red gel paint to the tip of our pointer to show that it's facing north. Cure for 30 seconds and then apply matte top coat. Cure again, and then we'll be using the gold artist gel paint and the magenta brush for our final details. Paint inside the black outline around our compass to give it a gold border, and then we'll also be adding a gold tooth. Because the Wildflowers Artist Gel paints cure tack-free, once you've cured this step for 30 seconds, the nail is completely done. And here is our finished pirate skull design. Thank you guys so much for watching.